Well, good morning. We are tracking showers and thunderstorms working into central Texas as we speak. Now, the majority of our areas are quiet, but off to the west, we've been watching this line of thunderstorms that's been moving through West Texas. The southernmost portion is severe, but that is working out of our area. It's this portion here, which is below severe limits at this time, that's going to be rolling into Mills and San Saba County here as we continue through the morning. You can see that line starting to work in to parts of western San Saba County. And while this is not severe, potential is there for us to see some 50 to 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts out of it. So let's go ahead and put a track on the leading edge of those storms, which again stretches down to the south towards Brady. We'll continue to track that off to the east, go into the Regency Bridge area by 7:01, San Saba after 7:30, Center City by 7:45. That does include those of you in Gulfway 2 and Lamita and Evant coming up closer to that 8 o'clock time frame. Again, that is not severe, but potential is there for some gusty winds to 55 miles per hour, and that will continue to work off to the east through the majority of central Texas. And as it does so and it encounters warmer air, as the atmosphere warms up, it's not out of the question that one or two portions of it could turn severe briefly with the threat for hail and wind out of it. Hail up to the size of $0.5, winds to 60 miles per hour will be possible if any of those storms can ramp up. Again, that's a small chance, but we will monitor it as it does work through central Texas. Let's look at that timing. And again, the timing's off by a half hour or so as it's starting to build here on Future Track. Notice what happens as we go through the morning hours. That continues to spread east across central Texas, and the models are showing the potential for a little bit of curvature to this, which tells me there is at least within the atmosphere that energy required to produce some of those gusty winds. So we'll monitor that as that comes through. Potentially working into the I-35 corridor closer to around 10 o'clock this morning as it moves through. And again, if we can warm up into the 80s ahead of this, that will help to fuel those storms, and then eventually pulling out of our area after midday, eventually out of the eastern counties later on this afternoon. I think after that, we'll have a lot of sinking air in our atmosphere, which will help to limit thunderstorm development. So this is likely going to be a first part of the day event that works through central Texas. Then we'll monitor here overnight. The energy is there to produce more thunderstorms. It could roll into our area, maybe impacting us in the morning, and we'll continue to have this threat of waves of thunderstorms that could move through the area here over the next few days. And part of the reason is because we have this pesky upper level low that's just sitting here spinning over the Lone Star State. You'll see that as Future Track starts to kick in here. As that happens, that swings little lobes of energy over us, and each time one of those passes, we'll see shower and thunderstorm development. Problem is, the models really are not great with that when these events occur, and so the timing is going to be something that we really won't know until about 12 hours out. That's why you need to stay tuned to the forecast. We'll keep those little pesky storm chances around here for the middle of the week, and by the weekend, I think we'll lessen some of those storm chances, but by the time that's done, the potential's there for some of us to see some 4+ rainfall totals. So could be quite wet here as we'll keep high rain chances here through Thursday. I do expect things to ramp down a little bit here for Father's Day weekend, and then next week, those storm chances are slowly tapering off as we warm back into the mid-90s.
So not only has that